to add fizz of motivation to your day. Morning, I'll be there. 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. Be with me. Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by the Kingdom College, preparing you for life. I am Deepak here, and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of the list because I work as worship. Right knowledge is that knowledge which should come to you at the right time. Then it is right knowledge. And I think in these times, this is the right knowledge for the right time. This book was written in COVID times last year and it's been published somehow coincidentally. Life's Conspiracy. Again, in the times of lockdown, the book is in the print form. Right knowledge should come to you at right time. Then no need is called right knowledge. Otherwise, it's just a piece of knowledge. So don't forget to read every day. Those of you have picked up the copy, and those of you not picked up the copy, I don't know. When I first finished my college, I finished my engineering and came back home and did some work and went to my mom and my younger brother and told them about I want to start a business. And I showed the entire business plan. And at the end of the business plan was been shown, my mother took the entire business plan, tore into pieces and threw it and said, "You will do business? Are you crazy? We are servants. We have only served people. We cannot do business. It is not in our blood," and blah, blah, blah. My brother convinced me I cannot be a businessman. And like an idiot, I also got convinced and I stopped. Oh, okay, I didn't start. Time when me and my friends used to go for some trekking on some, and I'm a very adventurous person. Now most of you would have come to know about it, how adventurous I can be in my life. And I used to sometimes jump from this rock to another rock and sometimes jump in this. So a lot of time I used to take something little more daring thing to do in nature or adventure. Every time I start think about jumping from some place to another place, and few of my friends should tell me, "Don't do that, pagal hai kya? Are you crazy? It will happen, this will happen, that will happen, don't do this." Sometimes I used to listen, sometimes I never used to listen and should do it. There has been some projects which I have thought about, planned about, and I spoke with few people in my world. And sometimes they have said, no, I don't think you're ready for this. You cannot do this. Yeah, and blah, 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 blah. And I think all of you also would have had enough of similar experiences like the way I had. And I can go on quoting so much from my childhood till now. At some junction of life, at some point of time, a lot of times people would have kept telling you, you cannot do that, you should not do that, you must not try, even don't even attempt to all these things. When I look back, I realized something very, very profound, which I want to share with you. I'm not telling all of you, yes, you can do it. And I said, that's not the discussion today. When my mom and my brother told me, you cannot do this, you should not do this, their entire opinion came from their background, because they did not believe that they themselves can do it, then how can I do it? So when every time my friends told me, don't jump down, it's not possible, you can't do this. Actually, they themselves could not do it. They themselves know they cannot do it. They can't even think of attempting it. So how can he do it? So what I realize and what I want to share with all of you is, when people tell you you should not, you cannot, it is not that you have limitation. They have limitation that they cannot, so they think you cannot. Do you understand? So when somebody says you should not put so much money in business, it only means either they don't have that much money, or they don't have the courage to put that much money in the business. So they're telling you you don't do it. Our opinions comes from our background. Our opinion speaks more about us and not about the other. Because I know so many times I have defied what people have spoken about me or made opinions about me, and I went ahead and made it possible or accomplished it with flying colors, which means I could do it. They themselves felt or believed they cannot do it. That was their limitation, not my limitation. So when people tell you you cannot do it, you should not do it, don't even attempt, it's not that they are doubting your capabilities. It only means they have the limitation themselves, and they see the same thing in you, and that is why they're telling you not to do it. They're stopping you, not because they don't believe in you. They don't believe in themselves in that part. I'm not saying as a person they don't believe in themselves, but they don't believe in themselves that they cannot do that part which you want to do in life. So don't get carried away in a wrong way, thinking if so many people are telling me I cannot, then I think I may not be able to do that. That's not fair on yourself, because you miss so much in life because people think you cannot do it. That does not mean you cannot do it. It only means they cannot do it. Understand this part very, very clearly. When people say you cannot do it, it is not that you cannot do it. They think they cannot do it. Then how can you do it? I think it's a very important understanding to know. Next time when somebody says you don't do it, it is not that they don't trust your abilities. They don't trust themselves, that they themselves cannot do it. Then how can you do it? So next time when you are told by somebody, understand. You think you can, go ahead and do it. You think you cannot, then don't do it. Even if then people say you can because they think they can, but you think you cannot. Either way, you are right. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you cannot, both way you are right. But the important part to drive into your head today is this only. When people say you cannot, they're talking about their limitation and not your limitation. Don't get carried away with it and then miss so much in your life. I go by my belief. I go by my ability. I go by my courage, because I want my life to be an adventure. Because I want my life to be lived to the fullest. Then I believe in my abilities. I believe in my courage. I believe in myself. When people say I cannot do, that does not proves I cannot do. It only proves they think they cannot. If they cannot, they won't. I can, I will. With this belief, let's begin the day. Here we go together. I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. So guys, go set and grow. Which goes to